So in this video, we're going to cover ergonomic principles for computer workstations. So remember in the class earlier, we would have covered just a little bit about what hardware is. So that includes the mouse, the keyboard, and the screen. So let's have a little bit of a look into a little bit more detail. And we'll start with the mouse. So with the mouse, you want to avoid bending or twisting your wrists. This can cause some strain if your arms are too high or if they're too low from being too low on the desk. Also, when you're using the mouse, you want to avoid having too much strain going left and right. So the appropriate way, ideally you want your hands to be vertical, and you also want it to be in the right position. So it's okay to move the mouse around, but you want it like so. And then we'll move on to computer hardware for the keyboard. Same concept of the keyboard. You want your hands straight. You do not want them that way. So have a look at the keyboard in front of you. You want your hands straight, but not that way. When you have the keyboard, you don't want to be too high up, or you do not want to be too low. So the ideal position is here. You find a little bit more about the keyboard and typing in a unit that we'll cover later on in the semester. While you're doing all of this for both your mouse and your key, keep your hands relaxed the whole way through. And avoid banging the keys. It sounds like you're doing a lot of work, but it does more damage than good to your hands. Now with the keyboard and mouse, you want to make sure that the desk is elevated to a point where you're at a 90-degree angle, so that your back is straight and there's a good line between the two. Also, you want to make sure that there's not too much of a reach for your mouse, so that you're not causing strain on your arms as well. So you don't want to be able to have to stretch to get to the computer. Now, as with the computer screen, the screen needs to be in such a way that it doesn't cause discomfort to the neck, shoulders, or the eyes. If your screen is too far away, it may strain your eyes. If it's too close, the same will happen as well. If it's too high and you're looking up, then you cause a bit of strain in both your neck and your shoulders. Same as well as if you're looking too low. So you ideally want the screen to be at an average height level to your eyes and not too high up. That concludes this video, so have a look at page 6 of your workbook.